Hi, this is Sherilyn Tompkins coming to you from Favinola.com as well as Healthy Food Happy You. And I'm here with Christina Taccaranti as well as Erica Meyer with Compassion Over Killing. And we're here for the DC Veg Week that is going on. And we're here to talk about some of the great events that have started off. This was the celebration that just kicked off, as well as many other events that are going on and things that will continue throughout the year. Ladies, thank you and welcome.
The Veg Week was an idea incorporated by Senator J.B. Raskin in District 20 to Tacoma Park in Maryland, and we celebrated a Veg Week where he pledged to go veg for a week, and he decided to keep going, and he's still vegetarian. He helped the campaign grow. So in 2010, we expanded to the whole state, got a lot more representatives on board, Congresswoman Edwards and Delegate Gilchrist and Delegate Hucker and county representatives, city representatives. It was just a really great celebration. And so now in 2011, we have volunteers in other areas who said, we want to bring this to DC and Virginia. What can we do? And that's where Christina has really helped us grow the campaign beyond Maryland and bringing it to other areas in the area.
Perfect.
Yeah, this year it was really fantastic. Not only, well, last year we expanded it not only to Maryland and included several delegates in Maryland and state senators, and as well as a federal representative, but we also had a volunteer in Los Angeles bring it to her city.
I saw that California was also connected on the website, so I was saying that's perfect. We've got a whole little coastal, cross-coastal connection.
It was really great. Last year we hosted our first ever Los Angeles Veg Week, and it was really successful, a tremendous response. So not only did we expand this campaign from Maryland to also Virginia and DC, we also expanded Los Angeles Veg Week to California Veg Week, with more representatives pledging to go vegetarian for the week, more restaurants offering specials for the week to help people who are pledging to help introduce them to new veg foods, and then also in DC having DC and Virginia having completely volunteer-led campaign, which is really great, reaching out to their own representatives, getting their representatives to choose vegetarian foods for the week, and hopefully then make different decisions in the legislature.
Perfect, and Compassion Over Killing has done a phenomenal job of getting the word out, leafleting, but also being at specific events like the DC Veg Fest, which is where Eric and I originally met, but also about a couple months ago, I also volunteered with Miriam's Kitchen, which is where I met Jorge with Healthy Food Happy You, and we got connected and have been working together.
For MeatFree Friday.
For the MeatFree Friday, it's specifically for the MeatFree Friday, and I said that's something I definitely wanted to be a part of. But you do a number of events throughout the year, on several of them throughout the month. So tying in with what's going on here is kicking off the fact that you all are continuing that effort to show people that there are larger groups that are wanting to go not just meat-free, but Compassion Over Killing is really expressing to people on our plate is a living being, and we really need to be mindful what our choices are for all living beings.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, unfortunately, in the United States, if what were happening to farmed animals were also happening to cats and dogs, people doing that would be put in jail. And we are trying to let people know that farmed animals can feel pain, they can suffer.
Right.
And simply by choosing meat-free foods, we can make a world of difference for these animals.
Right.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the basis of our organization is encouraging people to choose compassion over killing, to leave animals off our plates. It's the most effective step that we can take to make a difference in the lives of animals and help stop suffering. And like Christina mentioned, you know, most people have dogs and cats in their homes and they care for them like family members. And pigs, cows, chickens, these animals are no different. They experience emotions just the same as the dogs and cats in our homes. And so we want people to extend that circle of compassion and to recognize that we can eat healthy, we can eat delicious foods, and not eat animals at the same time. We can make a cruelty-free choice and still enjoy all the same flavors we're used to, but just choosing the animal-friendly version of those foods.
Absolutely, and we were also talking about environmental connection, since I'm connected environmentally with what goes on with our food choices and sources, and people don't understand also what's being done to feed the animals in order to put them on our plate. Mass amounts of animals that are being basically produced for people to eat, which goes beyond, you know, where it's taking away resources from other countries that are not even being able to eat. They're not even being able to eat grain, and we have more grain that's being grown for livestock than it is for us. So a lot of people don't understand that, and the treatment of the animals as well is a huge issue. Environmentally, it's a huge issue with what's going on with our water, our soil, what's going on to the animals' bodies, to be able to take their body's growing so quickly and the feed lot that they are extending to them. So we want to make sure that people are as healthy as possible and that they don't understand that what's going on their plate, it came from a living source, but that living source also had a lot of trauma that happened. And being mindful of what goes on there too.
Right, absolutely. Raising animals for food has already been shown by many different sources, including the United Nations, to be one of the leading sources of pollution and resource depletion globally. And so eating lower on the food chain, eating the foods that we're feeding to these animals instead of funneling all these foods through them is a more efficient system in terms of energy and less pollution. And also from a health perspective, the American Dietetic Association recognizes that a vegetarian diet is not only healthful at every stages of life, but vegetarians have been shown to have lower rates of many of the most common diseases in America today, including heart disease, diabetes, obesity, and the list just goes on about how making the connections between what we're eating and our health, it impacts the animals, it impacts the environment. So there is a strong connection that we use for Veg Week, specifically in April, to concur with Earth Day, to incorporate that sustainability message as well as the compassionate message in choosing healthier foods.
Right, and happy Earth Day. We're a day before Earth Day too, and speaking of that, and this is all coinciding during Earth Day, speaking of that, and so you have this event kicking off, but you also have, I know that there's Bread and Brew, they're doing their instead of Meat-Free Mondays, they're doing a Meat-Free Friday as well, and several other events going on.
Yeah. Well, Bread and Brew actually has been doing Meat-Free Mondays for quite a while, offering a completely meat-free menu on Monday. But every Earth Day, and for this year, there's the third year in the row that Bread and Brew for Earth Day has gone completely vegan. Their menu is 100% meat, egg, and dairy-free. It's really exciting. We celebrate in the evening with DC vegan drinks, and it's great. People stop by, or they're serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner, all 100% vegan. Other events we've had this week, Meat-Free Mondays with Bread and Brew. Also, another restaurant called My Little Bistro offered a special on Monday and extended that special throughout the week. And several other restaurants have had Veg Week specials. Sticky Fingers Bakery did a special cupcake for us. And then on Saturday, we're ending things with a cooking demo at our office.
Right. So if you want to find out more about, going veg, go to Compassion Over Killing, but also check out more with DC Veg Week, and it's at usvegweek.com. Right?
usvegweek.com is where you can find information about California Veg Week, DC Veg Week, Virginia Veg Week, and Maryland Veg Week.
Right, because it's just going to continue to grow. So we're working on not just all of the states, but also globally of moving the movement forward for vegan and for compassion of animals and all of us, because we're all living beings and we all are here to cohabitate together. So I thank you ladies for coming on and talking with us. It's a joy and a pleasure, and we'll see you at more of the events throughout the year and into the hopefully many, many more years to come. So thank you very much. My name once again is Sherilyn Tompkins with Fabunola.com, and here for you for Healthy Food, Happy You. So go to healthyfoodhappyyou.com to find out more. Thanks.